Hey everyone, welcome to the Everyday Human podcast. My name is Easton Taverna. Each day I'll share a reflection written by me and inspired by literature, poetry, music, movies, video games, and more. And after that, I'll share a prompt for you to write your own reflection. Together, we'll explore what it means to be human. Every month, we'll walk a new path, taking a look at life, death, the universe, and everything in between. Thanks for coming along. I'm glad you're here. For more, visit eastontaverna.com or join me on Instagram at _everydayhuman. Hello everyone, it's February 9th. Welcome back to the Everyday Human. I just finished a cold plunge out in the pool, and it was about 27 degrees or so in the air. The pool, I don't know what temp that was because the thermometer was trapped in ice somewhere. I did have to break the ice to get in. But anyway, it was great. It makes you feel alive. It takes you outside of your mind and puts you into your body. Anyhow, today's reflection is titled The Land of Dreams. And it was inspired by a quote from an anime/manga/light novel series that I love called Kino's Journey. And Kino's Journey was originally a Japanese light novel series written by Keiichi Sigsawa with illustrations by Kohaku Koroboshi. And it follows a traveler named Kino and their talking motorcycle named Hermes. So it started as a light novel, and then it went on to have an anime and manga adaptation. I believe that was how it happened. But I first came across the anime, and I really enjoyed it. The art is beautiful. The characters are fantastic. It's philosophical. It's heartfelt. It's an adventure. There are a lot of quiet moments. There is some action, some good humor in it. And I really just kind of wanted more. It was very short. I think it was only like one season, a couple of episodes. So then I read the manga, which was just as beautiful. It did a really good job, I think, of like shining a light or magnifying some of the faults of humanity and our society in some of the cities that Kino visits with Hermes. And you kind of get to see the worst of the worst, but in a funny kind of way, and in a thought-provoking kind of way. But then, it's not all bleak like that. It does leave you with hope because there are good characters, and, you do kind of follow Kino, who has this sense of wonder and hope, although maybe it comes through a bit subtle. And yeah, if you enjoy anime or manga, or even if you don't, I recommend checking it out. It gives you a lot to think about, this Kino's journey. Okay, so let's get on to the quote. It goes like this. Though I did not know the place, I set out for the land of my dreams. Having arrived at the land of my dreams, I found I did not know the place. And here is my reflection. Life is but a dream, isn't it? One dream after the next. It is in our nature to dream, to desire and aspire. From a young age, we all have a vision of the future. Maybe it's the future we see for ourselves, how we imagine our lives as an adult when pressed with the question that is so often demanded of our children. So, what do you want to be when you grow up? As if being something is the measure of your worth, rather than your actions, rather than how you treat others. You might have dreamt of being an astronaut, an artist, a ballet dancer, or some other incarnation of human passion. Maybe the vision is of the future we see for the globe, one of harmony and prosperity for all, fed with the idea that world peace is something we can achieve. But as we grow older, probably around the time we become teenagers, and the veneer of youthful dreams begins to fade, we're faced with the truths of the systems that govern our world. Money and earning a living become realities of life when you realize the toys just don't appear magically under the tree, that the lights just don't stay on all on their own, that the food on the table requires blood and sweat. And those dreams quickly change from castles made of stone to sand, and are washed away by the current of society, and even well-meaning parents, telling you to be realistic, to get a good job with a salary so you can pay the bills and raise a family. When that happens, The destination of your dreams, one that you once saw in your mind real as anything, becomes a place of the unknown, one shrouded in mist and fog, one with a winding, treacherous path leading toward it. And then the dreams shift. The dreams of your childhood are replaced. The destination changes. They become watered-down versions of the ones you harbored in youth. They become more realistic until you are able to finally traverse the smoother, more well-traveled path and reach the land of your new dreams. And once you do, once you get that house, get that job, pay off your debt, whatever the dream might be, you'll stop and look around, realizing you do not know this place. This is not the land of your dreams. And when this happens, do not despair. You still have the ability to slow down, stop, and reflect on the dreaming youth you once were. Because we all once were dreaming youths. And you can turn around and wander back down the path you came, or in another direction, until you begin to recognize the road you are on and see it as the path to your land of dreams. And only on that day, when you find it again, can you begin to clean the dirt and years from that place. Begin to repair the roads that are broken and salvage the structures until it is once again a place that you know. And there ends today's reflection. I hope that you recognize your dreams and head toward them, whatever path that may be. And I think it's important to note as well that no matter where you are in your life or when you are in your life, if you don't recognize the place you're in, it's never too late to turn and look around and walk down a new path to the place that you know and want to be, and that reflects who you are, your values, and your dreams. And now here is your reflection question for today. In your journal or napkin pile or in your head, consider the following question. Ask yourself, thinking back to my youth, what was a dream I had that I gave up on? What steps can I take to get back on that path? And that's it for today. Thanks once again for joining me, and I'll be back tomorrow, February 10th, with another reflection. Have a good one and take care.